Oh, that's incredible.
I have no light.
Oh, this is real acting.
No matter what I've done.
Wow. Chills. This will be my first World of Warcraft video. When I think of World of Warcraft, I don't know it as this, you know, high cinema presentation. I'm really curious what this is going to be. If you enjoy our time together, please watch some of the other videos that we've covered on this channel. Let's begin. All right, let's see what Warcraft has cooked up for us today. Lore experts, please weigh in. Oh, this is so Denis Villeneuve, rack focus. Yep. Rack focus onto the subject. Very Dune. Very intimate, shallow depth of field. Extreme close up. I love the beard. This is someone who clearly hasn't been taking care of themselves. Very kind of shaky on the shave, very patchy. It tells us a lot about the character already. They've probably been going through some stuff, and they're all alone. Yeah, he's not looking so good. Ooh, yeah, you can see in his eyes too, a lot of pain. I love the soundscape of this. It's very somber. There's a lot of mood to it, and I love that this kind of dawn lighting. It's beautiful. That's why I said Denis too. He typically does a lot of lighting like this. I love the detail shots here. He's disgusted.
You're here to tell me we don't get to hide.
Right.
Is that it?
What a art style clash here.
Time.
Wow.
We stayed away. But time by itself heals nothing.
Ooh, nice performance right there. Nice performance right there. He knew it hit him. That hit him right in the heart. I love this lighting. Yeah.
You didn't just come here for me. It's the visions.
Yeah, look at him. He's got scars. Ooh, this is so Stormlight.
I
Dalinar.
suspect many have.
The visions. Okay, a little change in the music here. The sound design, a little more sinister now. That was a great shot.
Something, someone is calling out from the heart of the world,
Whoa.
like a voice from a dream.
Ooh, what a line. I love his voice. Strong voice. Yeah. What is this?
Something dark is coming.
Lore experts, help me out here. What's going on? This is super
The
intriguing.
world needs your light again.
Ooh, the reaction. Oh, that's incredible. That's a performance right there.
I am not that person anymore.
Extreme close-up? Yes.
I have no light.
Oh, this is real
Not after what I've
performance.
seen.
This is real acting.
Not after what
Yes.
I've done.
Wow. Oh, the trembling. I love how they're focusing on the trembling.
You are not your past, Anduin.
Oh, that's so meaningful. He stopped his
I
friend's
trust you.
trembling by pressing himself up to the blaze. I trust you. I know you're not going to hurt me, man. And also, that's his friendship. That's his love. Stabilizing him. Look at the performance. My goodness. What an unexpected.
Hear me.
Whoa. What an unexpected thing from World of Warcraft. It's not what I expected
They're
at
getting
all.
worse.
At all. Pleasantly surprised. It is so strange to see like the kind of... Oh, we'll talk about it after. The art style. And the music's ramping up. Yep, the call.
Whatever's coming, I'll stand with you.
And look at this character growth. Look at the character growth in this scene.
But we were drawn here by the voice.
There's a lot going on here.
Who is it, Thrall?
Who is this
Who's
voice?
calling out to us?
It goes to me.
I'm not sure yet.
Oh yeah, yep. The music's ramping up. We're gonna get some reveal here
But that's
with editing. Yep.
was aimed at someone.
Wow. Chills. this is... Wow, that was beautiful. I really enjoyed that. We're going to look at it in detail. Guys, if you have been enjoying our time together, please make sure to subscribe. Follow over on Twitch, too, if you want to chat live while we cover games like this. We got a lot to talk about. So lore experts, help me out in the comments. But I'm going to speak on, you know, what I have kind of come to from viewing this. There's so much to talk about here. One of the most interesting things is the art style sort of clash. When we see this shot right here, it hit me particularly. It's like, because World of Warcraft, this is what I picture. I mean, it pretty much came out around the time of the PS2, right? It's a long time ago. So it's so interesting to see these designs were made to work on the PS2. Like they had to be, you know, simple enough in their geometry for the polygons to, you know, be able to be rendered and be able to be realized and you know, used on the PS2, right? So it's so interesting to see this guy with like 4K, you know, high fidelity, like millions of polygon count and stuff. It's so fascinating and it's really cool. And I kind of like it because he is so organic. He's so human. He has a cloth on, right? And his armor is kind of covered under that cloak. This guy, like, he's not human. He's an orc. He looks so crazy and everything. It's fascinating to see. And it kind of works for that reason because he's so foreign to us as a non-human. I love that his armor is like so chunky and so bulky and everything. It's cool. And like his anatomy, it's a lot different for that reason too. But obviously the standout here is the performance. This was incredibly done. I want to talk a little bit about the lensing. I want to talk a little bit about the shutter speed and stuff like that. So I love the rack focus here in the beginning. It's a really nice establishing shot of solitude. And this too, like a lot of people might wonder, like, why would you open on with the focus being on this subject, this kind of barren bush? And I like it. It kind of symbolizes what's going on with this guy. Like what's the difference between these two, right? It's a withered, sad sight. Something that once had life is now barren, and you know, solitude. He's completely alone. And then, you know, we rack focus over to him. This lens being a little bit wider for the establishing shot, and then we switched quite quickly into, honestly, this is probably about a 50mm lens, but with an incredibly shallow depth of field. I would probably say like an f-stop of 1.4, maybe 1. I would say 1.4. But what I like about it is they're focused on the details. And you can tell they're flexing a little bit here. Like, look how good we can do beards now. Let's show that off. But at the same time, it's very indicative, like I said, of character. There's a lot that is said in this with no dialogue, and I really like that as a sign of good filmmaking. You know, little things like the sword. Just, you know, there's a lot of shots of the sword, and almost the sword trembling or jittering a little bit. His unrest, you know, so the dissonance that's going on within him as a person. And I love that as well. And I'm just so curious what happened to this guy. Like, what is his story? What happened to Anduin? Man, beautiful. And like even that, you know, that reveal is very cool because, you know, from what we've seen of him, you might think maybe there's an angry response, maybe there's some sort of other emotion on his face, but he's just a broken man. You know, he's been fighting a mental battle for a long time, it looks like, you know. And the performance right here, as I said, is the standout. I mean, you can instantly see here he's disgusted to have anybody visit him. To get out of here, you know. Really nice work on the sand. I see he's not pleased.
You're here to tell me we don't get to hide.
And he knows it's just going to be like a kind of there's going to be some ask to this visit. Yeah, this is a great shot too. Just a beautiful image. And something I want to say about this is something I like the most about this entire thing is that this is my kind of thing, man. This is the sort of filmmaking I love. It's just focused on very good composition, very good image, very solid image choice, lensing, performance, and that's it. You know, it's not an action scene, so we don't need all this crazy stuff. It's just a very beautiful piece, kind of focusing on the beauty of film and image.
It's the visions.
And it's letting the performance shine for that reason.
You've seen them.
This shot is so Stormlight Archive, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. When he said the vision, I was like, whoa. Got visions of Dalinar, you know, talking to somebody.
I suspect
I love it. This was cool too. I really like the shot where you actually, yeah, this shot was a standout to me. It was very good.
Something.
Perspective shift.
Someone is calling out from the heart of the world.
Very interesting.
Like a voice from a dream.
So it's like everybody is experiencing some form of these visions, they say, like possibly at one point, which is really cool as well. Yeah.
The world needs your light.
Also,
again.
I'm really curious who this guy is. And you know, my experience with Warcraft is quite dated at this point. I played Warcraft, just Warcraft, Warcraft 1 for a long time. And so, you know, when I see an orc, I expect him to come up and say, "Stop poking me,"
Needs your
you know,
light again.
and that's about it. So this is really interesting. Now this scene right here, I'm like, what happened? He says, "My son."
My son.
It's like his soul is being stretched. This reaction was very strong. The big you know monologue that he gives was fantastic, but this is quite underrated. This sort of like trauma, get off me, you know. Very good. I actually love the extreme close up here too. I think it was a really good choice.
Not that person anymore.
So much going on this performance.
I have no light.
Yeah.
Not
Music.
after what I've seen.
The piano comes in. A little bit of
Not after
emotion.
what I've done.
What did he do? Man. I love the
You are
trembling.
Not your past, Anduin.
And like this is such a strong idea right here. The trust. You can see like the leather compressed just that little bit. Amazing fidelity, amazing, you know, graphically, but also just emotionally.
I trust you.
What a powerful statement, man. And I think that really would turn someone around. It's like, you know, I'm unstable, you know, I know you're my friend, but you can't trust me. It's like, boom, complete trust, no hesitation. It's very, very awesome. And what's cool about this is it kind of feels like, you know, you've been dropped into, you know, like halfway through a movie or, you know, closer to the finale of a film. That's what's kind of cool about a lot of these cinematics that we cover on this channel is, you know, you don't really know, like there's not a lot of time in these cinematics and there's not enough budget to make like a full film, obviously. So it's usually some sort of trailer, some sort of kind of, I don't know, a little lens, a little vignette into the story and what's going on. But it's just so cool because, you know, like it makes me want to see the rest of the movie, if you know what I'm saying. But what I understand is like his story, whatever happened to Anduin had to happen in the game, right? Had to be part of a quest. So like my question for the Warcraft fans is like, how was this presented? In what format? In what medium was this presented? Like in-game dialogue or? Because like you obviously don't play as Anduin.
Hear me.
Ooh. That was awesome. Yeah.
They're getting worse.
The visions. So cool. Yeah, this is great. I love that. That's kind of the turning point for him, is obviously the trust is his emotional turning point. Really realizes like he trusts me. Like maybe I am still a person who can be trusted even though I've done bad things. And then this is sort of the turning point where he has more of a plot turn point where he's like, okay, the visions are getting worse. I'm going to do something about this. Right. So I think that's really cool. There's like two moments. And then look at the change. Look at the change in his posture. He comes kind of heroic posture from kind of this like feral, crazed posture.
Look. Whatever's coming, I'll stand with you.
And he calms himself. He speaks a lot more calm.
Of course I will. But we were drawn here by the voice. Who is it, Thrall? Who's calling out to us?
Huh. I love it. It's so interesting to kind of see the performance on this orc too. And you know how like you obviously use mocap for both of these characters and like the fidelity of the skin is the same. It's fascinating.
I'm not sure yet.
Love to see the behind the scenes on this. Yeah, this is where the sound design really shined to me. Like I said, you have this rising up tension.
That sword was aimed at someone.
What a shot. That's horrifying. That's horrifying. It's like, what enemy would cause that much need of an attack of that scale, you know? And of course, the war within is a double meaning here. Obviously, the war within yourself, like Anduin, and also this war. Somebody's in there, man. Somebody's has to be fought inside the planet. World Soul Saga, lots of fun. Lots of fun. I think it's awesome. And again, I know pretty much nothing about World of Warcraft as far as its in-game story and everything. So I'm very in the dark. But I think that says a lot more about the filmmaking that I have absolutely no idea what's going on, but it voiced so much to me. Does that make sense? Anyways, I really enjoyed this, guys, and I hope you did as well. Hope you enjoyed my breakdown. Let me know what you want to see next, or if there's any other Warcraft cinematics you think I should check out. Again, I'm very in the dark about the Warcraft cinematics, and this is absolutely not what I expected. This is like, you know, this kind of intimate conversation, focused on composition, focused on lighting, focused on performance. Awesome. Love to see it. I would love to see more stuff like this in general from gaming cinematics. This was really cool. Yeah, love it. And again, I would say, yeah, main inspiration, definitely Denis. And just kind of an overall sense of, like, it almost feels, you know, theatrical. It's just a focus on these two characters doing their thing. Yeah, no crazy action. Very, very well done. Anyways, that's going to be it. Like I said, make sure to subscribe, follow on Twitter, Twitch. You know what it's all about. Thank you guys. I appreciate everybody for being here. Have a lovely day.